Welcome back, everybody. Last episode we killed a bunch of ghouls and undead, some zombies, or weird gangers if you want to call them that. I've decided that we're probably going to hire a few more guys. We got a farmer here and a witch hunter. So witch hunters are usually pretty useful, so I'm going to grab him. He'll be a ranged character, hopefully. Unless he's got some really bad traits, and farmers are usually pretty well suited to combat, so I'm going to get one of them too. Okay, so let's take a look at Winrick here. He's got the Witchhunters hat, which is a pretty decent hat. It's better than a Akaton cap, but not the full one. And he's got a padded surcoat, which is we've already seen. Here's the crossbow. And you can see the bolt shot here only takes 2 AP. It does that amount of damage. And here's the stats he gets, plus 20 bonus against morale checks. So his resolve is only 39, but at any time it's calculated that he might try and run away, he's got a 20%, like a 20-point bonus against it. So it's very unlikely that he'll ever panic or try and run away, which means he'll be very steadfast and a useful character for us to have. He's also a brute, so he's more likely to hit the head, or more likely to, does more damage on the head, okay. Which would be really useful for an archer type, which he is. So he's already pretty well outfitted. We'll take a look at the farmer. Another tiny farmer. Where, I don't get it, but okay. Maybe we'll get him a two-handed weapon to use as well. If they have one. Pickaxe, is that two-handed or one? You'd think it would be two, but it might not be. Tell you what, he's a farmer, let's get him a pitchfork. It's cheap, it's only 72 out of 100, so we might as well get it. And I'm going to get all this cheap food too. And this cap, and I think we've got decent enough armor on them. Look at Bertram, he's got the hood, but yeah, he's got a woven tunic and he's got something better, so we'll just give Dead Meat this hood. He's lasted longer than some of the other guys, but man, he is really bad at shooting. Anyway, he'll either improve or die, and I don't care which, so let's get moving. There's nothing to do here. We've done all the jobs. I guess the other ones just got somebody else to do it. Maybe there's competing mercenary companies out there. I'm just going to save it here. And we'll pick something else to do. So we could go to Blackwatch Tower. These places usually have, these garrisons usually have much better weapons, and sometimes they have people for hire. And that's something relatively new. They never used to have men for hire there, at least as far as I know. So we'll just go there because it's the closest place, and there's usually something to do in one of these places. And unluckily for us, there's nothing here. You can get a shield though, and some javelins, so that's good. Was it Alvar that was going to be the guy with the quick hands? Yes, he is. Okay, so we'll put that in his pockets. And it's only a -6 fatigue. We'll give him a cooler looking shield too. So who else was going to get a shield here? Is Gunther maybe? No, it's Corey. Because Corey's the guy who's good. Alright. So, nothing to do at Blackwatch. Where else can we go? We can go to Altdorf, and there's a couple of places here we could go to, even if we don't find anything to do. So I think that's what we're going to do. And maybe we'll go cross-country, so I can show you the difference in speed. If you're on roads, you go the fastest, and then if you're going through plains, it's a little bit slower, If you go through forests, then it's even slower than plains, and hills are about the same as forests, and mountains are the slowest of them all. If you go through mountains, it takes forever. So I'm going to click on here and see if they make us go all the way around or if they go through. It looks like we're going all the way along the path. Oh, there's some undead guys. We'll go ahead and kill them if we can. It's just a bunch of zombies. Should be easy meat. And that one's got a pitchfork, so maybe we can take that off him and sell it to somebody later. So 12 against 8. That's pretty good odds, I'd say. I like that the zombies grunt and groan in this. Adds the atmosphere a bit. Alright, let's see where they shamble in from. Are they all united as a zombie horde, or are they all over the place? Looks like they're all over. But mostly from that side. That guy's got chainmail on, that's nice. Hopefully we can get that from him. All in all, these guys have some pretty good equipment. If we can take some of that off of them, all the better. Alright, so I'm gonna head up here and wait for them to show up. Could get a few hits on that guy, but it would probably be better to wait and do it with our archers. This guy will move up because he needs to reposition anyway for the next turn. Okay, so 29%, 25%. First hit. Amazing. Bertram will also move up with his pitchfork. And we'll move Arnold here and set up a shield wall. I mean a spear wall, not a shield wall. And see how well he does. Gerald's out there by himself, but that's okay. He might even be able to do that whirlwind swing to hit everybody if those guys all swarm around him, which would be nice. We'll make sure to stay away from him just in case that happens. There's what a real chance to hit looks like. One down. Good job, Grimold. Grimold, whatever, however you want to say it. Put Hubert up here. And we'll put up a shield wall here. I forgot to show you what the benefits of that are, but I'll do that the next time I get somebody who has a shield. And Gunther can wait. No reason to needlessly send him up there. Man, that guy's just not cut out to be an archer. We're probably also going to get him the quick pockets too, so we can pull out like some sort of weapon to defend himself when they get close to him. Because he's pretty good at fighting hand to hand as well as ranged. So the spear wall you just saw right there, the second time, I guess it was already used up. That was kind of strange. Usually you can do it as many times as you want. Dead meat's good enough to hit that undead right there. He's good enough to hit a zombie, folks. Sign him up. Alright, Gunther, your turn. It's a good hit. So let's see, does this... Forces away from the user by 1 tile. Targets him may take damage if they are pushed down several levels of height. Shield wall, spear wall, and riposte will be cancelled after target that is successfully repelled. So we'll go after that one. Pitchfork this one. I'll move up a little. There's only 2 of them around this guy, so I'm not going to do like the big sweep. If there was more, then I would have for sure. 58, 63. Boom. So that hit his head and his chest. That's what the main swing does. Alright. I wonder if the zombies can get overwhelmed too, or they just, they aren't affected by that either. I'll have to look once I, attack one of those guys again. That was interesting. Move the other zombie out of the way. I'm not sure if you get the experience twice for killing these guys, but 0 turns to go. Does that mean he already... Oh yeah, he just came up from the ground, didn't he? I wonder if you get the experience both times for killing them. That'd be really cool. Made me want to kill these guys a lot more. Ah. He's never gonna kill somebody. Alright, so still have enough, and then that should finish him off. Alright, reload, and shoot. Good shot. So 91% for either of these. I'll go for this guy. He's a much more immediate threat, and much more dangerous. Being up on the hill here is giving us a lot of advantages, so maybe I'll set Jaromir up here. Still missing. The zombies are much slower than the humans too, as you can see. They only have 1 attack per turn. Back down you go, buddy. Back to sleep. Alright. Anybody should be able to take care of that guy now. Good job, Gerald. Or Gerald. All these G names. So fighting undead, it's not nearly as exciting as fighting any other types of units, really, unless they're the undead champions are really, really tough. But other than that, they're pretty much pushovers. These guys can definitely tire you out, though. I think that's the main problem with the undead, is that if you don't have enough men, they can swarm around you and get you so tired you can only swing as fast as they can. Winrick looks like he's going to be a positive influence on the team, though. He's doing pretty good so far. I'm going to do an aim shot on this guy. Okay, so he steps in there. This should be the last turn unless a miracle happens. Ah, come on, Geralt. It's a zombie, man. Alright, so... yes, you do get the overwhelmed bonus. Alright, and it's over. So, a lot of the guys who didn't go up last time just went up. And we got some pretty decent equipment here. This hat's going to be really useful in the future once we've repaired it, and some of the armor we'll be using too. Maybe that short sword as well. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. We'll continue on the way to the to Altdorf on the next episode. See you then.